Hey, this is Bernie here, and we have a short commercial break. I'm showing you a package of Prevail from VALENTUS. It is an immunity nutritional product that we carry in our company, and it is good for your health. It can also help reduce weight if you're a little bit prone to gaining weight on that side of things. And I'm hoping the wind doesn't get up too high here. Peace be still and all that in the storm. So we'll go from there. I'm downtown Calgary near the library. This new acquired piece of property by the city of Calgary. They've been building for a few years, and it's next to the Bow Valley College, conveniently located here for studies and people to join in that. It's also a good spot for peace and quiet, a library. It's like owning your own cabin at the lake. You want to get away, have a quiet time and read a book, there you go. That's the Calgary Library. So go from there. And we're downtown just to tell you a little bit about Connections Consulting. We're also located near Stephen Avenue, the 8th Avenue of downtown Calgary. This is on 7th, corner of 7th and 3rd Street. And you can eat in a lot of restaurants and pubs down Stephen Avenue. Very good afforded cultural place to come to. So go sure with that. One of the things we like about Calgary, this city is full of people. Lots of people, and it's good to know people, all kinds of good people. I think of my good neighbor and friend Neil, who I met years ago, not when I moved into Red Deer at the beginning of the 2000 decade for that 10-year period, but at the end when I was leaving. I was a single man on both ends of Red Deer, the bookends of that 10-year company of time. And Neil and his girlfriend were in my apartment dwelling, in the same dwelling. And anyways, he was this big Norwegian looking tough guy. I didn't know him all that well. Got to talk to people. Whenever you're out, acquaint yourself with people when you can. There's no reason to be scared of people. We know that. We have our strength in our internal belief and our faith and all that. So get to know people the best you can. If you know people well in your neighborhood and stuff, the more people you know, the better. It's just good to have a lot of friends. Anyway, walking out of my apartment with my little kids one day, Ruby and Winston, and you know, they were like 1 and 3, and I was taking care of them, getting them back to their mom. And anyways, you know, half hour to get them bundled up in their snowsuits and everything, and there's like a foot of snow outside, and out we go, and I'm carrying Ruby, and I got Winston by the hand, and he's trudging through the snow. Along comes this big Neil, who I'd met a few times. He's got to be 6'4", missing a couple teeth, tough guy with a beard, shaved head, scoops my kid up, and I'm kind of looking back to make sure he still got him. And this guy, I just met him, he didn't run away with my kid, did he? Nope. He's right there behind me. Thanked him, loaded my kids in my car, and away I went. So this is right downtown. This is the C train area, where Calgary has a transit section as well with buses, and the train is at our disposal, so you can use the train to get around the city as much as you want. It goes from northeast to northwest and down to the south end, kind of in a Y shape. Very good commuter city, good commuter country to get around in your Calgary. You need a lot of people who come in and want to work, and they don't have transportation of their own. The public transit is at their disposal, I suppose. So there you go from there. That's a good one. Get on it and get going. Then when I left Red Deer at the end of that, or when I got there, I should say, I had met Lorraine, my neighbor. She worked at O'Houlihan's restaurant as a waitress, restaurant and pub, I suppose. And she was my next door neighbor in the apartment next to me. Young gal, about a little bit younger than me, maybe a year. Blonde-haired lady. I used to go over and have a cup of coffee with her and visit once in a while and all that. And she had a little kid, Pierre. At the end of her time there, we moved her. I helped out with the move. That's what good neighbors do, right? Here we are, another C train going by. That's pretty good, eh? The wall of China's got nothing on that, eh? That C train is like a wall. So go from there on that. And then Anyways, I lived right next to my work at Cascadia Motivation, I suppose, and I had a 30-second commute to work down on the Riverside Industrial. I used to joke about that. I had one red light. If I hit that thing green, it took me 30 seconds. Otherwise, it was a minute and a half to get to work. One of the better jobs I had, commute-wise. People spend a lot of time commuting, you know, so you want to get the appropriate transportation and make sure you get there on time. So today our talk is about the course lecture we have called Purpose with Work. And why is work purposeful? Well, if you have work, you got money. That's one good thing, right? Lots of people don't in these times. So we're afforded that blessing in life to have work. We get good quality work, good pay. It's competitive in the marketplace. You know, the cost of living's always going up. Pay is structured to keep going up. I mean, we just had a minimum wage raise here not long ago, up to, you know, a good living for younger people anyhow, and some others are probably working more than one job. But anyways, in our study, it comes from the ancient Greek word called Sozo, and Sozo means to be saved. Well, what are you saved from? You're saved from diminishing, from losing favor, not with God, but with others especially. If you don't have money, you can't get around. Ancient wisdom says everybody despises a poor person. Well, I hate that, but it's a reality. People want money, they want to get around with commerce and trade, they try to associate with others that have it. This is where we are. You don't want to be diminished, you don't want to perish, you don't want to lose, you don't want to be reduced. So you go get favor, you get a good job, you get gainfully employed. Sozo, the original Greek word. Then you can take care of your family. The purpose of work is to live and support and take care of your family, I suppose. So we go from there. And in our course, it's a one-day course. We have 3 components that helps you fit into your spot. You don't want to be just working for the weekend, I suppose. You want to try to enjoy your life, enjoy your work, and accommodate life, I suppose, that way. So we have the DISC personality profile I was telling you about in our leadership talk further down the timeline in YouTube, on the timeline. And it helps you figure out your personality type. Driver, if you're a drive personality, if you're an enabler, if you're an accommodator, or if you're an analytic. So if you got either one of those 4 personality types, you can get favor with the right kind of job that you know you need to get. Then we move into the next section of our diagnosis, helping you figure out, you know, where your spot is, where you fit, because that's what this course is all about. Figuring out your spot, where you fit in life, to your best kind of abilities and technical skills and so forth, I suppose. So we move you next into your office. From ancient history and wisdom pro scriptural truth, there are 4 genetic offices. One is a leadership above that, and then beneath that is a technical office called your craftsmanship skill. So the leadership office is an apostolic head, it's an administration that leads. Then you delve into 4 other offices. One of them is called, in ancient wisdom, called pastor. That's equivalent to an HR manager, a nurturer, a counselor, I suppose. Then you move into your evangelist. That's like the sales guy that goes out in the market and presents the skill of the opportunity, I suppose, to gain the business and get it on the books. Well, how did he get that message to present? He got it from the prophet of ancient wisdom title office. That's now called in modern day, in the equipping we use, your marketing guy. He proposes and creates your message with the objectives of upper management, the apostolic head leadership. So then the sales guy takes it out, I said, as I suppose, but the teacher is your technical product line function head in each of your product categories in your company, and each one of those guys teaches and leads all the skill below it. How do you know who you need for those roles in the company and those skills? I suppose you have figured out who your team is and how they fit with you, but those are your craftsmanship level people, and they don't go beyond you in height in the organization. Some of them might rise up in a leadership if they have any of those other not technical, but apropos leadership head skills, right? The headship. But in the meantime, that's your army of people out doing the work on the front line. I propose to you. Now, the third area we have in dissecting your abilities and who you are and where you best fit your spot in life, so you can enjoy your work, I suppose, is our IODES comment. And we run you through a technical factor that gets right down into your basic IODES of who you are, and up you come with a skill level. You figure out what your best job fit is in this entire marketplace. We'll give you a summary of 100 different job types, and it will narrow you down to your top 5 that fit you the best, and I propose to you would work the best for you. And I've done that in my life. I found out I like working in this economy of self-employed, where I can construct my own work environment and help others do the same. So we're on that avenue, just getting the work lined up, continuing on with the contracts we had in 2019, collecting the accounts, I suppose, getting favor, working ahead on the things we've started this year to date, and then going forward in the fall with some of our pre-booking contracts we've already scheduled in our total of 14. So we go from there. This course, Purpose with Work, the ancient word Sozo, also means your spot, where you fit. We know that you will find your best fit, whether it's with business, government, a humanitarian organization, an arts and culture organization, or whoever. You will find your fit, or whether to be self-employed yourself. You'll double your satisfaction in life. You'll double how you feel about life, double wife, that kind of thing. You'll just have your life will be amazing and better, and you'll figure it out as you go. You'll no longer be working for the weekend, hardly handling your job, hating it to death kind of thing. Now, reality is no gain, no pain. And an adage I've coined in this day to go along with our Purpose with Work course is that in humanity, it takes some suffering, right? No pain, no gain. So suffering will go off course. Human suffering without a course will go off course. So no pain, no gain. You need a domain to have no pain, no gain. You need a domain to have a gain through your pain. In our organization, we assist you in finding your domain, where you belong and where you fit, and you will do well, and you will be profitable as you go on. Now, on our adventure company, I want to say a couple of things to add on to yesterday's point. I was talking about our Canadian kayak trip, but first I want to recognize my new good friend Holly at the Beyond the Leaf marijuana store in downtown Strathmore. And one thing she was recommending to me, as people are gaining the avenue of exploring marijuana as a health product for back pain and those medical issues, if you get in too much and you actually smoke too much marijuana, she said the best way to get your feet back on the ground and get out of that dose is drink orange juice. It's healthy for you. And so that's good. That's good. You got to know that. And this season, what we're doing as we put together our Canadian kayak trip, we're adding a farm element. So we bring you in, we have a kickoff dinner, you meet the group you're with on the kayak trip I proposed, I suppose, at the station house in Strathmore, just on the east side of Calgary here. And the next day we go to Chestermere, we have a skills session on paddling, and then out we go beyond that into the community. We have lunch at the Dockside Cafe at the Chestermere Landing. And I suppose in the afternoon we'll watch a summer hockey game at the Chestermere Rink. And we'll go shoot some pool at the West Side Creek Pub and Cafe Lounge Bar. And then we'll have supper at Boston Pizza and finish up the day. And then we're back over to Strathmore. And so that's, we're now going into day 2. We're going to head into the Stampede. And the Stampede is an awesome, and I'll tell you more about that in a later video with our Connections Mountain productions on Connections Mountain Adventures. But you'll have pancake breakfast. Many of the businesses here in our economy actually shut down their work for the day and have a pancake breakfast. They tape off half their parking lot and set up tables. They have kind of Western style contests. People get into the spirit with Western wear. And that's good. We'll spend the day at the Stampede, then we go on our 7-day kayak cruise down the river like I was telling you about. We end up at Sika after we're done with the celebrations at the reserve there. Then we have a farm element for 3 days and the Tyrrell Museum, the Dinosaur Museum in Drumheller. And we go from there, we tour a grain inland terminal, we go to a malt plant and microbrewery, and then we go over and we have a hike at Big Springs Park for a 2K hike, real nice hike, beautiful little area, almost like a spa in our big mountain country. And we wrap it up with a farm tour, both crop and livestock, so you get to experience that good Alberta beef. And after that is the final supper and barbecue party night before everybody goes home at the end of that 14-day exposure. A beautiful time every other year. It's a reward for our clients in the Gold Thrust program. And how do you get into the Gold Thrust program? One of 4 ways, actually. You're either a graduate of this course, Purpose with Work, you're a personal friend of mine through an old family acquaintance or friend, good buddy with your dad or something, and you know me well, and you are somebody that would respect the culture of what we do. Your dad would be a good enough friend, and you know that you fit with me, and you're going to have that similar attitude. Otherwise, you probably won't come. And then you're somebody that did a business contract with us. I suppose you'd be in one of our 14 companies doing a business contract, or you would have been on one of our adventure trips in the Connections Mountain section prior to this Gold Thrust biannual program. Now we've got the crossing here. I just got to make sure here that I'm not in the way of anybody getting by through the train here. But this is a good area, and lots of people come to Calgary to celebrate their annual holiday with their family, and that's why we're giving this exposure here. We believe in this country at Connections Consulting, and this city is a good city. There's over 1 million people living right here in the city, and in the greater Calgary area about 1.5 million, I suppose, growing quickly to 1.75, almost 1.8 million. Within that 1 hour loop easily. So we'll be going out to Banff next, and we want to close you off a bit with our celebration of this season. This season, what we're doing with Connections Mountain Adventures on the consulting adventure side is we got 5 canoe trips scheduled for this summer in later July and into August, so you can take part of any one of those sections. And then we also have 3 backpacking trips on the west coast in September, and we alternate between Banff and September every other year, those 3 one-week trips. So we'll go from there with you. We alternate northern Saskatchewan and the Red Deer River every other year as well. So join us in that, and then we have our sales management courses in Hawaii in October, 2 of them, as well as Toronto and Vancouver in December, and go from there. And we're wrapping up with a party at the World Junior Hockey game in Edmonton. If everything goes well, the profit is there, and I suppose it will be because we're working hard. And we'll celebrate with you at the hockey tournament in Edmonton in December, January, this coming later this year. So go with that. The party wrapping up our biannual Canada Kayak Trip is at the Travel Lodge in Strathmore, back in the gardens in the shade on the east side in the gazebo area by the station house. And it's part of the STrathmore Station, which was our initial part of our Canada and domain launch into North America and the rest of the world from here. So go with that. STrathmore Station. Chicka 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 choo choo choo. Woo woo! Chicka 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 chicka. Connections Consulting signing off. Bernie May, W Connections Consulting, connectionscon.ca. Oh man.